These days I don't go to too many estate sales. I go to like the thrift stores, mainly because I have so much backlog of inventory. I don't want to go, driving around looking for things to buy and sell from an estate sale. I used to do a lot of the estate sales back then when I needed to build up a lot more of the inventory that I needed. There are different reasons why an estate sale may be better than a thrift store or vice versa, but I don't want to get into that right now. Today, however, I was looking at one of the estate sales website, and then I saw a listing for an estate sale that I decided to go to. And there was a reason why I did that. There was actually, it was listed as the estate sale, like estatesales.net, but from looking at it, it was actually a private listing. It was a private seller. It was not the official type of estate sale where a company is actually running it. So most likely, when I looked at it, I thought it was probably it's going to be sort of like a garage sale, right? It's going to be a private seller, maybe like a garage sale, and oftentimes those are going to be like a hit and miss. What I mean by that is typically they don't know how to price the item, so it may be exorbitantly high or it may be very low how they price the items. And there was a picture in it I was looking at, and I'll show you that later when I show you my haul. I got everything for $78. I got the whole haul for like everything for $78. I would say it was like a honey hole, but I didn't have a lot of time to shop over there. See, they didn't put enough photos. There were a lot more than what the photos were listed as. A lot more stuff, a lot more items that they physically had over there, but the photos they took they were only sparingly taken. So there was a lot more inventory. When I went there, I was kind of like looking for the item that I saw at the online photo, and then I was like, oh man, this is gone. Somebody already took it. And I kept on going around looking, and I mean, eventually I would have asked like the person who was running the sale, like, oh, do you have this item? And things like that. But I don't want to seem like overly excited, like in case they put like a high price on it. I may want to try to negotiate down, like say, hey, can I get it for a better price? And if I'm overly excited, and if they know that I'm overly excited, they may go, oh no, we're not going to negotiate on any of the prices. So that's why I kind of didn't kind of ask the person who was running it, and I kept on looking around, and then I finally found it on the shelf. And it was priced at $40, which is kind of like reasonable. Now, if they're brand new, sealed in the box, stuff like that, they may go over $200. Now, when I was there, I could not, see if all the pieces were still there intact. It looked reasonably like everything was there. So I decided to take a chance on it and do the $40, buy it. However, when I was there, they had a lot of custom jewelry where it was $1 each. They had it all spread out. It wasn't a whole bunch, a total of maybe 50 pieces. So I started going through them, and then taking a bunch of them and putting it in like my pile. And then of course nobody actually knows that there's jewelry pieces, or they do know it's jewelry pieces, but they all go like, oh, it's custom jewelry and stuff like that, and everybody just passes by until you have that one person, that's me, looking through it, and then they obviously think like, oh, something must be valuable here, or something must have been missed, and then like kind of like they go like trying to look, with you, kind of like that. So I was like, yeah, I'm already taking those right there. The guy who grabs the jewelry happens to grab into my pile. All the good items, I've put it into a pile, and he obviously sees that it's a good pile or whatnot. I don't know if he sees it's a good pile, but obviously it looks like a better quality than the ones on the left and right. So he's like, grabs it in the middle. Oh yeah, I'm taking that. That's my pile. As you know, earrings come in pairs. So I asked the boss lady, in the front counter if are these being sold as a pair, like $1 for the pair for the earrings, or is it like $1 each for the earring? And then the boss lady said that, yeah, for the earrings we're doing for the pair is $1. There was not much time, and then I had to go and look for other stuff. I don't know if the not the boss lady, but the lady that was working there actually kind of knew. She said the count was at 18, but I don't know, it might have been high. She might have not counted them as a pair. Even if it was $2, I wouldn't mind. I'll be perfectly fine. But then again, the boss lady said it was going to be $1 for the pair. That's the thing. They were closing shop also, so I did not want to do anything kind of like puts me in a negative light, as I probably may be going back to that honey hole, as you would say, tomorrow. And then for some reason they closed up really early. Like most estate sales or garage sales, they go like to like the evening, maybe 3, maybe more. They close at 12, and I don't know why they closed at 12. And then they said that oh yeah, we're opening back up tomorrow at 9 a.m. To me it seems like a short window of operation. And I did not want to kind of put myself in a negative light to where if I go back tomorrow, it's going to be like, oh yeah, you know, that guy who's, you know, kind of like being an ass or something like that. So whether it's $1 or $2, it's not going to matter too much as in the profit wise. There was a Whiting and Davis bag. It wasn't priced. It was in a Ziploc bag. When I went to the front counter, I had it, and then the boss lady said, oh yeah, you know what, that's not for sale. When I first saw that Whiting and Davis bag, the handbag, I was like, oh man, I hope this is a Whiting and Davis handbag, especially since it's not priced, right? Usually when people don't price the items, it means that they don't know the value of the item. Or yeah, well, that's typically how I see it when I'm at an estate sale. If they don't have pricing on the items, it usually typically means that they don't have an idea on the value of the item. So essentially they can actually mark it up real high when you ask them, hey, how much is it? They may go, oh yeah, it's like exorbitantly high, $100 or something like that. Or they may just say, oh yeah, you know what, that's just like $5. Or they may even say like, how much do you think it's worth? How much do you want to pay for it? And then, you know, you can kind of like do a reasonable price, maybe a low ball offer, depending on if not a low ball offer, but if you have like a lot of things that you're buying, like if you're buying a lot of things, you can kind of like negotiate a better deal, like, hey, I'm buying all this, can you give me this for a lower amount, etc., like that. So I was hoping that was the case, but it seems like she wanted to keep the item, and then like it was something that was not to be for sale. So if any of you guys run an estate sales or garage sales, anything that you don't want sold, you don't want to keep that in the house or the estate. You want to put that in another location where it's under lock and key rather than put it in the house, because most of the time, like when people go through the house, the estate, they don't know that things are not for sale. Or if you want to do that, you have to put it where a person could actually keep an eye on it, like the front desk. Because when I went to that estate sales, a lot of things were not priced. They did not have the time to look at it, or they did not know the pricing or how to price it because they're not too familiar. Of course, it's like a garage sale, not an estate sale, right? Because I consider a garage sale very different from an estate sale. Sometimes I like to keep an ear out there open, kind of like eavesdrop. Typically by the person in front, like if they try to negotiate and you're seeing things are working or not working, you can tell, okay, you want to negotiate at a lower price or a higher price, right? Or there's a range that you want to ask for the discount. So I'd like to keep my ear open to those things, those conversations, especially in like when they're transacting money. That way, oftentimes you can hear like, yeah, we're not going to negotiate. You know, the prices are set for today. If you want to negotiate, come back tomorrow. Things like that will happen, and you'll know automatically if you can negotiate or not the prices. Anyways, I was hoping that I would get the Whiting and Davis handbag for a low price, but it was not for sale. Anyway, I'm gonna show you my haul. I bought everything for $78. Show you what I picked up. I actually went because of this item right here. You can see it's marked at $40. That was the reason why I went. But we can see right here, this is a picture viewer for $5. I picked this up for $5. This Roseville pottery I also picked up for $5. Now this plate, this is actually an oyster plate. I picked it up for $5. It does have a little bit of like condition issues, stuff like that. The gold gilding is not, you know, like perfect, and it has like, it's been like maybe outside a little bit. I think it was outside for the garage, so I'm not sure, but either way, it's a Limoges, France oyster plate. And for those of you people that think that this is a dipping plate, no, it's an oyster plate, okay? Typically the oyster plates are a little bit different. They have like 5 wells. Sometimes they may have 6 depending on the type of oyster, but you can see it has 5 wells. This is not a dipping dish, it's an oyster plate. Okay, that's the difference. And then obviously we have some costume jewelry. I'm not going to open it here. Okay, these are not together with that jewelry. These are actually Limoges, France miniature plates. These are different. Those were not included in the price, but here we have possibly less than 18 pieces of jewelry. I mean, it's going to be more than 18. Or it's going to be 18 pieces, but the pair might be earrings, you know? So it may be, she might have counted more than usual. But I'm going to go ahead and take a look at this in the light box because I don't want to lose. There's a small item here that probably not a lot of people know the value of. I don't know if I can find it. Yeah, I'm not going to open it here. I'm going to go ahead and open it inside in the light box. So here is the jewelry lot. We have a Monet. This was not part of it. This was an extra $3. I think the girl that was actually maybe working there or part of the family, I'm not sure. She was looking at the black glass, the Cameo, and she might have wanted the piece. And I think she might have pulled it, but she might have pulled it without telling me. Because I know for sure there was a black glass Cameo here. This one's missing a piece of jewel or piece of stone. Right there. Anyway, so let me count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This would be 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. So 18 is correct. Ah, shoot. I wanted the black Cameo glass. They took it. They pulled it. See, that's the thing. Like, if you don't keep an eye on your items, they may pull it without you even knowing. I know for sure that I had the black glass Cameo. I saw these Cameo, which are probably not that expensive. They're probably like glass, maybe. or maybe plastic. Yeah, actually it might be plastic. But the other Cameo was black glass, I think. Ah, dude. Remember when I was saying the other people was about, grabbing the jewelry? That was the piece the other guy was grabbing. So there should be a black glass Cameo. And I think they just pulled it while I was looking for other stuff at the front desk. Because I know for sure that was one of the pieces that I was trying to get. This, they're marked, I believe. This is marked probably coral. I think that's why I bought it. Let me see. You can see there's a mark right there. Coral. Coral. And what is this piece right here? Yeah, I think the when I went to get the look at the pottery, they pulled the black glass, the Cameo that I found. Kramer of New York. This might be worth something. You see, they are like this. They go in a set. How unfortunate that they decided to take out the black glass. Just like the Whiting and Davis black glass Cameo. I wish I took a picture of it before I came. And then this was I got for $3. Probably not too something special, but ooh, I might have to use this as my loupe. Hold on, let me see if this works well. It's not that bad. I might keep it as my loupe. Oh, actually, it's marked down here too. It's marked down here. What does that say? Oh my god, this is a Cartier. This is Cartier Paris. Oh yeah, it does look. It does have the white black banding that you typically see at Cartier. I mean, it looked good. It was on the outside. They had it out the outside. You know, you can see some of the beads right here are missing. I thought it was old, and then I was like, oh, looking at it, it looks like a good loupe. I probably can use it maybe, but oh man, this might be a nice find right here. This is so small. She might have missed this one. You can see that it is the Mason. It's like a very small Mason pin. It might be worth about 25 bucks or more. So she missed this one for the count, but I'm missing the Cameo. Oh man, most likely she just pulled it out when I wasn't looking, where just like the Whiting and Davis. Oh well. What a bummer. Again, but I did find this. This was actually, I did not even know that this was marked at the time because I was in such a hurry. I was in extreme hurry. They were closing. Not much time. I wanted to go through the place once more, but I could not do that. Oh, this is a nice piece right here. I might actually keep that for my personal use.